Alright, so what this says, thanks to Stacy who commented on the video, this is the Mity 7 vise. Well, that's good to know. And with that information, and we learned that we're missing the hold-down clamp. So I'm going to make one. And as far as I can tell, the only critical dimension for this clamp is the center line of this hole to the bottom of the jaw, so that clamp will hold this perfectly flat against any, milling table or a drill press. So this is made some measurements, and this is 1.25 inches, and this rod is drilled in exactly in the center on all three sides. So I made a quick drawing and figured out how I'm going to do all of this. Problem is I don't have a piece of 1.25 inch stock to work with. I have a lot of stock that's 3/4 of an inch, and I found this old rusty piece of steel laying around in the bin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out what I need. Oh, there you go. I'm going to cut out what I need on the metal cutting bandsaw, and then I'm going to face it on all four sides down to 5/8 of an inch thick, and then I'll slice it in half, and we'll make the hold down. get the two sides parallel. Okay, well, I got two parallel sides. This milling cutter is not all that sharp. All right, I got two oh, there we are. There we are. I got two parallel sides. Now I'm gonna do the two ends, and then I'm going to worry about the faces. Now, this really isn't critical. So I'm just lining up the top surface with the vise. So I finished planing the metal down to 5/8 of an inch thickness, got everything all squared up. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, I have a piece of 16th inch sheet metal, and I'm going to put it between the two pieces, sandwich it in there. I'm going to clamp this, and I'm just going to spot weld on two sides. That'll give me the clearance I need for the clamping pressure on the 1/2 inch bar of the vise. So I'll spot weld it, I'll drill my 1/2 inch hole 5/8 of an inch up from the bottom, and then I'll flip it while it's still welded together, and I'll drill my hole for the clamp screw, and then when all that's done, I'll probably chamfer the corners, and then I'm going to just grind the weld off. Alright, so the hole that goes around the clamp bar, it's a 1/2 inch hole, and the center line is 5/8 of an inch up from the bottom. I'll take my hermaphrodite calipers and set them for 5/8 of an inch from the bottom, which is basically the top of the first block. And then I want it to go in 1/2 an inch. Okay, 1/2 an inch. Okay, so that's going to be the hole for, that's going to be the hole for the vise. Just give it a little, okay. And then the other hole, I want to be 1/2 an inch, just still set at 1/2 an inch from the back side. And center. So we ended up with almost 2 inches, really uncritical, so this is going to be just under 1 inch. So if I come in from this side, come in from this side, I've got my mark. And that's where the clamp hole is going.